It's week 3 of the 2024 season. Up next.
Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 4 yards remain for second down. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen gonna throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The Bills are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Finding Knox there, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
2nd down and goal. Allen. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. In motion left, the tight end. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
These two teams all tied after one. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
It's showtime, baby.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down, going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive. Them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now it's Hines. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen's throw is complete and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On play action, Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen off the play fake. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A little juke, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Play action. Now Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
False start.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. It's a second down run with Sanders. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
Offside.
Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bills to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Completes it to Davis. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it. We just saw it there.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. and taking it himself. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 20.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Gregory Rousseau able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kaiir Elam providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Denver's offense now set to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few? Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push. And Nathaniel Hackett apparently disagrees with the ruling on the field, and he's going to... So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll run with Sanders. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Second down, back to Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Another run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made...